Well, it's been the talk of the town for a few weeks now, the proposal to increase money flow in the city by raising the sales tax in Knoxville.
Mayor India Kincannon is joining us live this morning to talk more about it. Mayor, thank you for being here. Good morning.
Good morning. Glad to be here.
Yeah, we appreciate it, Mayor. Let's start off with Tuesday City Council officially sending this measure to the ballot in November. Your continued pitch to voters in the city of why this is needed.
Yeah, well, I'm really grateful for council's support to let the voters decide. This is about using local dollars for local projects. And it's very similar to what our surrounding counties have done actually decades ago. We're trying to get to the same 2.75% tax rate that our friends in Sevier and Blount and Anderson County already have. Granger County also. It's where the majority of communities are across the state. So, and also my pitch to the community is like, you get to decide. So look at the plan, because the 5-year neighborhood improvement plan is all things that people have been wanting and needing for many years. And it's set out by district. So you can look and see what in your neighborhood will be better if we say yes to this plan. And I'm really excited about it. It's more paving for our roads, more sidewalks, particularly around schools, traffic calming, more money for affordable housing and other infrastructure needs. We're a growing community and we need to have the resources to keep up with the needs of our people.
Yeah, Mayor, and with this big announcement, I'm sure you've heard feedback from several people, but I'm curious, what have you personally heard back from voters on the proposal?
Well, a lot of people's first reaction is like, "Oh, wow, I don't want more taxes." That's understandable. But then when they realize it's just a nickel on $10, and that it's also where all our surrounding counties already are, and then more importantly, they want to know, how's the money going to be spent? Is it going to be spent on things that they care about? And then they see the plan and our commitment to implementing that plan and transparency. Then they're like, "Oh, well, actually, that's not going to hit my pocketbook that badly." Groceries are exempted, and those are things I really could use. So I think once people learn more about it, they're starting to nod their heads and be like, well, I don't want to pay more taxes, but this is not that much of an impact and on my pocketbook, but the impact on our community is going to be really positive. So I think the more people learn about it, the more positive they are.
Yeah, you all have really gotten out in front and made sure that folks understand that groceries are exempt, and you all have paid attention to what you don't want to add that additional tax onto. Mayor, we did receive a question from a viewer, Corey, asking why choose now to increase tax to expedite these projects in the midst of price increases for many essentials and the current spike in the cost of living?
Yeah, well, the cost of living hits the city of Knoxville too, so doing the same amount of services and infrastructure improvements costs us more. But more importantly, is like it's our duty. It's good fiscal stewardship to keep up with things, because if you defer maintenance, say on the roofs of our community centers, it's not going to get cheaper to repair and maintain those. So we want to fix things while they're still fixable. And also, this has been something in the works for a long time. And more importantly, as we can't control the economy, the decisions in Nashville, Washington, or around the globe are sort of outside of our control. But this is local dollars for local projects and local decision making. So that's why we're doing it now. These are projects that have built up over time. We had $70 million of requests for projects like this that we could not fund in this year's budget, and that's only going to get worse if we don't address it.
Absolutely, Mayor. And switching gears here a little bit, the city recently announced the investment into speed cameras in school zones. Why is this increased presence that you feel is necessary for the city to undertake?
Well, this is 100% about safety. Kids come to and from school on foot, even if their parents drive them or they're getting off a school bus, they walk that last little bit to get into school, and we want to make sure that drivers slow down. We do our best, particularly at the beginning of the school year, to have law enforcement there and present and visible and citing people if they're speeding, but our police officers have a lot of territory to cover, and they can't be there at every school all the time. So the speed cameras are to get people to slow down. And we've had incidents in our community where children have gotten hurt while walking to school, just crossing over from their parents' car into the school. We've had it at West High School. We've had it at Bell Morris. We've had incidents at Vine. and other places too with close calls. So this is just a way to encourage people to slow down. We're hoping to get those cameras up and running before the start of this coming school year.
I was able to talk to Superintendent Dr. John Ryswick about them. He's very appreciative of both you and Chief Noel getting this done, and so he thinks they're a great idea too. Mayor Kincannon, we've taken up enough of your time this morning, so we'll let you get back to your busy schedule. We appreciate you joining us.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
thank you.